All right.
Floor is yours.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to the second big keynote that we are embarking on for STAPLEVERSE. We're really excited to share with you a lot of new developments here. So sorry for the delay, first of all. We will get right into it right now because we have a ton of stuff to cover. So with that being said, let's kick it off with this quick recap video.
Home video shows the scene outside the Reed Space Store on the Lower East Side yesterday.
Jeff Staple has been one of the most notable figures in everything street culture. He's had a prominent retail store, a clothing line that has spanned over 2.5 decades and has continued to be a master of brand marketing in an ever-changing industry. He's collaborated with every brand from Tag Heuer, New Balance, Puma, Payless, Crocs, and more, but his pigeon collaboration on a Nike Dunk SB would change the trajectory of how both sneakerheads and outsiders would view the budding era of hype.
There's a footwear frenzy going on in the city right now.
Brand Staple gets set to celebrate its 25th anniversary.
I was actually fearful at times for, the safety of the people here, the staff, myself. I was just, it was scary at sometimes.
All right. So when I opened ReadSpace in 2001, it was really one of the first in real life cultural epicenters where people could actually gather in real life, share ideas.
Yeah, real quick, I think you got to mute the Twitch again.
My Twitch is muted.
Okay, cool. Go on. Sorry.
Yeah. All good. So yeah, I mean, ReadSpace, when we opened it in 2001, it was really one of the first in real life gathering points for the culture. As you can see here, people could meet up, share ideas, share creations that they were doing. Eventually collaborations would come out of this space. And it was a legendary location, and it stood in New York City for 16 years in the same place. And then it finally did close. So if you go to the next slide, Benny, we finally closed, next slide, Benny. Yep. We finally closed its physical doors in 16 years later, 2017. And we've always been thinking about what would happen in the future, So we just celebrated our 25th anniversary, as you guys might know. But we started to think about what would life look like in our 100th anniversary. So we're going into the year 2097. And just imagine for a second if you took that ReadSpace basement, which I just showed you some images of, the abandoned ReadSpace basement, and then some kids 100 years from now, sort of like the early version of Jeff Staple came in, and we began to imagine what that would look like if they broke into ReadSpace, similar to the way I broke into my art school to silkscreen my first shirts. What happens in the year 2097 when kids break into the ReadSpace basement? So we're going to take you on a little journey here. So the kids go in and they say, "Oh my God, look what I found. Hey, what's that?" And they're rummaging through the basement. Over here. Hey, what's that? And there was a photo booth downstairs in the basement of ReadSpace. And the photo booth is somehow still working after all of these decades. And so they go in and they decide to take some photos in the old school photo booth. And then here you get a glimpse of what people will look like 100 years from now in this new New York City. And this is your first glimpse at some of the Sapiens. And then that staple tag that's on the wall that I tagged on the last day that Reed was open is still there. And now it's STAPLEVERSE, of course. And as the kids are still exploring, they all of a sudden see the old lockers that were downstairs in ReadSpace, and creak, the locker creaks open. And when they look inside, they see this magical orb. And so this becomes a secret to what's about to open up for them. Once they touch this magical orb, then a secret door opens up, and then the kids realize that that door just opened. And as they're running towards the door, they see another set of lockers that swings open just before they enter, and inside, what's in here? They notice that there's all these incredible clothing items, accessories that they can now wear and put on, whether it's a helmet or a jacket, clothing or items. And so they put them on, and this is what actually allows them entry into this door that just has magically opened. And when they enter that, they are now witnessing for the first time the new New York 100 years from now that embodies everything that I've been trying to create with Stapleverse. All my dreams can be fulfilled in this world of Stapleverse, this new world. And this is the world of the Sapiens now. People call New York City the melting pot of the world. We want to try to have everyone represented that we've met and noticed and that we're inspired by in this new world. And this is the world of the Sapiens. So how did we get to Sapiens? So Benny, I'm going to pass it back to you now.
Great, yeah. This has been a really, really amazing journey alongside with the entire team. Obviously, you know, Jeff has started a brand that is globally recognized and adored since 1997, and then releasing the artifact Meta Pigeons, which everyone I'm sure knows about. And then we went on this journey together starting January of this year, 2022, with the Feed Clan, the Poop Gang, the Hood Squad, Big Apple Guild, and now Sapiens is going to be coming online in 2023. And we couldn't have done all of this without the amazing help of this incredible team who work day in, day out, thinking of new ideas and building things and designing things. So give a round of pat on backs of the team that made this magic happen, come to life.
So now we're going to hop into some community updates, just give you a quick recap on what's been happening just in the last few months. Cool. So one of the things that has been so impressive to me is, you know, we haven't even really officially launched Sapiens yet. We've been telling you a lot of information behind the scenes, and we just recently launched the new Stapleverse brand and the identity. What's been so impressive is witnessing the community taking what we've created and then amplifying that and creating their own art out of that. So whether it's custom objects or AR filters or merch of their own, it's just been great to be able to open up the keys to the kingdom and allow the community to create on their own. And I've just been so impressed with what I've been seeing. So AC, I don't know if you want to give a shout out to some of these folks that have just been like contributing to the work. It's been just so dope.
Yeah, definitely. We got to shout these people out. You know, we got Lou, who started learning like 3D design and stuff and mocked up that sick gold chain, the AR filters, the cloud hat helmet, working with Dan Wang, who did it himself and posted it on socials. which was a treat. What else we got? The SV logo, like that crazy glass 3D graphic from Name, the mug, Naper doing the SV custom mock-ups based on people's holdings of feed, pigeon, and poop. Those are sick, and we've been seeing it going around the Discord. What else we got? The awesome IRL made pillow by Alana, and then the last one is the Snow Peak laser stuff that Sager, the Sager umbrella has been creating and sharing. It's definitely been amazing to see the community, create all these things on their own and really try to give it a new life.
Yep. And then we also just wrapped up a really dope collaboration, both digital and physical, with our friends over at Gutter Cat Gang. We dropped the Hood Pigeon Squad hoodies recently. I've been seeing some of the ones that people have been getting, even the signed editions that I did, and even those super, super rare mistake ones that have like some crazy drip going on in the back that I saved from the recycling bin. So it's just been great to see everyone enjoying all the various drops and activations that we've been doing. And then we want to just recap on some of the awesome in real life stuff that we've been executing on as well. So we just did ComplexCon in Long Beach in conjunction with Coinbase NFT, had an incredible talk there with Verbal from Ambush, Sean Witherspoon from Mintage, BB3 Labs, as well as Emagram, and just did a really great talk. We also did an incredible drop of a special edition New Balance that we'll be showing you a little bit more of. We're going to be dialing in some lucky winners of that. Also just returned from Miami Art Basel, where I got to meet some of the incredible community at the FUO live painting event. That was so much fun. So it was great to meet a ton of community members in real life there. And then we had a really dope, intimate VIP in real life meetup at our LA location, where people got to hang out with some sick classic automobiles, have some good food and good conversation with a great crew of people. So it's LA, Long Beach, and Miami, all within the last couple of weeks. Doing a ton of traveling on my part, just trying to stay healthy. But it's been great meeting people and just, again, connecting faces, shaking hands, and meeting real people that you sort of see on Discord and on Twitter. So that's been really, really special. That's probably one of my favorite things about the community. So speaking of community members, we asked some of them to call in and tell us what they think about the Stapleverse community and their experiences so far. So let's roll that, Benny.
Stapleverse, what up? Your man Louisilla here. It's been fun creating art and content alongside the team. The Web3 NFT space here is forever changing in the hyperspeed. Each week we find new developments that can be built upon. Each week we find new people that have found the Stapleverse from different walks of life and various talents. If you're here now, you're here for the good shit, you know what I'm saying? We got the art, the culture, the people. Stapleverse has shown me that we have the capacity to do dope shit from within, and few of us have actually been cooking up behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. Other than free shit, what do you want from the Stapleverse? I'm sure we can build a team of pigeons that can make that happen. Anyway, super excited for Phase 3, Sapiens, Rhymes Like Dimes art. We about to go crazy. This is only the tip of the iceberg.
What up, Stapleverse? Casey here. You might know me as Trucky Bread on Discord and Twitter. Here's to share my experience with Stapleverse. I was lucky enough to mint day one, big time sneakerhead. So when I knew that Jeff Staple was doing an NFT, I knew I had to be part of it. Ended up scoring, minted a Subway token. Still have my Subway token, not letting it go. And it's got me some cool stuff. Like I won VIP tickets to ComplexCon, where I got to meet a bunch of the Stapleverse family. Got to hang out in the VIP Coinbase and Stapleverse Lounge with the Stapleverse fam and the icon himself, Jeff Staple. Seriously, it was a bucket list moment for me, not gonna lie. I also scored these bad boys right here. Some 1-8 New Balances. What? Yeah, excited for what's to come with Sapiens 2023. It's been real.
Hi, Sager here. I'm the head laser engraver here at Snow Peak, USA. I'm actually a coop holder, so I'm a member of the community, and I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Stapleverse and what we're doing with the creative collaboration design aspect of our community. just kind of posted actually here on Discord. Let me read it on up there. That, you know, I was working with the laser here at Snow Peak. Other people jumped on in. In fact, shout out to Neem that actually sent me the press kit with the SV logo, and within 4 hours I was firing up our laser and testing out. This is really revolutionary in this aspect that we can actually work together and produce something really quickly. And that's one thing that I absolutely love about this community, is that we can talk to each other quickly and get things done. So I just want to say hey to everybody. Hey Lemon, hey Name. And I really want to say, looking forward to working with all of you.
That's so dope. Thank you to all those people that submitted videos and just told us about their experiences. And if you want to share yours, feel free to put it up on Discord. We want to hear from you, and we're going to share it with the community as well. So just always love hearing those thoughts and experiences that people are going through. All right, so now we're going to dive into the STAPLEVERSE ecosystem and switch gears a little bit here. And, you know, again, I want to thank everyone for tuning into this keynote. And we feel like people who are tuning in here are really passionate and invested into what we're doing. And so we're going to let you guys in behind the curtains a little bit to see the blueprint and the roadmap of what we're building. And we're actually going to be very soon revamping the entire STAPLEVERSE public-facing website. So we'll be sharing a lot of this on our website when it gets relaunched, definitely before the end of this year. It'll happen in the next couple of days, actually. But we wanted to give you guys a peek behind the curtain into what we're building. So I'm really excited to share this. So first of all, one of the biggest questions that we get in the community on Discord, if you go to the next slide, Benny, is how people are going to get a Sapien, right? That's one of the biggest questions. So what we can confirm right now is that all of Feed Clan, all of Hood Squad, and all of Poop Gang, as well as obviously all of our Big Apple Guild members, will be entered into the Sapiens community. So everyone who's got one of these or multiple of these, you're going to be in on Sapiens. And just as a quick recap from last keynote, which I encourage you guys to watch on YouTube if you haven't seen it, is the idea that Sapiens is your digital character, the representation of who you are. And that character is going to have the ability to wear digital outfits and wear digital items that we're going to be dropping. And those digital outfits and items will then be able to convert, next slide, into physical items. And we've been sort of beta testing that, as you've seen, if you're part of the community, where we've been dropping physical exclusive items or sometimes digital to physical items with some of our energy pigeon drops. And we've been beta testing how it's working. We're trying to get, you know, the transition between Web3 and Web2 to flow really smoothly. And we think we're in a really good place now. And part of the superpower of what the Sapiens are going to be able to do is to unlock that ability to have a character that represents who you are, change its digital clothing and items at a whim, gas-free, near instantaneous, and then get the physical versions of that as well. So that's one of the really most exciting things that we're doing in STAPLEVERSE, but it does not stop there. One of the things that I alluded to in the last keynote was that there's going to be a whole nother level of superpower for the Sapiens, and that's what we're going to share with you today. So as I mentioned, Feed Clan, Hood Squad, Poop Gang, Big Apple Guild, everyone will be in on Sapiens. Sapiens unlocks exclusive clothing and items that you can apply, as well as the physical items. But the other thing that's going to happen is we're going to unleash something called the STAPLEVERSE workshops. And Sapiens becomes your unlock into these workshops. And Sapiens with this clothing and items is kind of like your ticket into these workshops. So what is Sapiens workshops, STAPLEVERSE workshops? In these workshops, you'll be able to experience a mix of hands-on learning and mentorship with experts using the power of the blockchain and Web3. So think of it as like the new school or like the new university of learning. And this is one of the most exciting things that I've been working on, is making sure that not only are we dropping digital items exclusively and physical items, we want to empower you to be able to learn how to do these things directly from the leaders, so that you can start building the future of the culture yourselves. And so that's what the STAPLEVERSE workshop is. There's another level to this as well that I'm super excited about, which is called the C division. So those in the workshop, through learning sessions, Zoom sessions, in real life sessions, submitting work, those who show that they really want to put in the effort, put in the work, and put in the dedication within the workshop, they will essentially be graduated into what we call the C division. And in my mind, the C stands for co-creation, collaboration, and the community. So the C division is the next level up from the workshop that will allow people who are in the C division to actually collaborate directly with us. So this will be like the inner sanctum, and completing workshops will increase your chances of being accepted into this C division. And it's going to be semester based as well. So we're going to have like semesters similar to a regular school. And in that C division, you're going to be able to create right alongside people like me and my friends. We're going to be able to do digital and physical drops together. And this is the really exciting part, because now this is where collaboration opens up directly with you guys, the community. It's no longer a top-down thing where like one person and one brand comes together and says, here, this is what we're releasing and you're going to buy this. We're going to turn that funnel upside down now. And we want to collaborate with you guys and to create stuff that you guys actually want. So this is the real game changer for me. So again, just to recap on that real quick, STAPLEVERSE Sapiens is going to be your ticket to entry into the world of Sapiens. Obviously, incredible digital and physical items and clothing that can be applied to your avatar that you can change all the time, gas-free, near instantaneous. That in and of itself is a game changer. But we're upping the ante on the future of the culture by adding this concept of a new way of learning, a new school, a new educational system called the Sapiens STAPLEVERSE Workshop. And then those who show great effort, great dedication, will then be admitted into the C division, where within the C division, you're going to be able to collaborate and co-create with the community, with me, and with my friends. And I love the name C division because I think in traditional school, a C was sort of like my GPA. You know, I think I had a 2.0 GPA, so I was a solid C level student. And in the old world, a C level student is, you know, not great, right? You're kind of satisfactory or just barely making it. But in Web3 now, the C division is actually the A team, if you will. So I really, really love this name. And I want to break down those walls. You know, this isn't about admission tests or SATs or like, you know, needing to like be good at memorization. This is all about effort, dedication, and passion. And if you can show us that, then you're going to be in the C division. And by the way, the process of getting into the C division is extremely enriching as well. So all positive here. We can't wait to do it and execute on this and let people learn and then let people collaborate with us. So that's some of the superpowers of the Sapiens, and I'll pass it back to Benny now.
Hey everyone, Benny here. Exciting stuff. I think that over the last few months, being able to work alongside with the team and map out the roadmap and the Sapiens and even the incredible artwork, you know, give it up for Rhymes Like Dimes. It's been a really, really amazing journey, and we're just beginning with this presentation and with this entire project. So I'm here to talk to you about the superpowers of the Sapiens. We're going to be covering a lot. These are going to be truly special. It's something that has not been done before. So this is, you know, exclusive, first time ever that you're going to be able to see what we've been doing over the last few months. So to kind of kick this off, I want to center the focus around this word that is identity, because it's going to be the central point of this whole presentation, focusing it on the Sapiens. So, you know, identity for us, I have some examples of it. I think for most of us who are in the NFT, Web3, crypto space, it kind of looks like this, right? When you go to OpenSea or you go to another application, you connect your wallet. It shows you your ENS if you have that and your balance, and that's one way of thinking of identity, right? But I'm sure you all know what this is. In some ways, these are your identities as well, or I guess maybe you're sharing your account, your Netflix account with your family, but in some ways this is also identity too. And I had to put this one in here, big fan of Superbad, and McLovin is also, this Hawaiian driver license is an example of identity, right? So those are like high level, hopefully, centers us around this topic of identity, because it's going to be important when it comes to the Sapiens. Cool. So we're going to rewind it back. I'm going to try my best to break this down in the simplest way. And so the biggest question we're here to answer is, what is an identity? So let's kind of have a shared understanding of what that is. Everyone, please meet Ingrid Bergman. She is an incredible person. And what makes up her identity? Well, as with any human on planet Earth, I'm sure you have some sort of photo ID. It could be a passport, driver license, etc., etc. Those are all photos taken from Google, so don't worry, it's not real documents. Ingrid also has a bank account, a debit, credit, also owns currency. Ingrid also has an apartment or a house where she likes to collect toys, shoes, art. And if we were to sum that all up, one could say that is Ingrid's identity, right? Her government identity, her financial identity, her physical or her ownership identity, those things depict a picture about this human, right? That is Ingrid. And we all know that in the NFT, Web3, crypto space, that the wallet, in this example, MetaMask, but it could be any ETH wallet, could be Coinbase wallet, Rainbow wallet, they kind of serve as your identity, right? It serves as your identity on the blockchain. You get to hold cryptocurrency and tokens, and then you also get to own NFTs, digital ownership or land, right? And so this concept of your wallet is your identity that allows you to make transactions on the blockchain, store crypto, record digital ownership. That is a concept that we're all familiar with now, that I'm assuming everyone on this call has gotten used to and has a wallet. And I want to rewind back time to 2016. So 2016, MetaMask was launched. It's not the first wallet, but it's the wallet that most people know about. And back in the day, our identity was denoted in the long string wallet that is 0x411, etc. Right? So if you needed to, give somebody, send some ETH to somebody, you would have to give them this long string, right? 2017, ENS was launched, and so is NFTs. And so now you could actually tell somebody, hey, can you send me a CryptoKitty to Ingrid.eth? And that started to become your identity, Ingrid.eth, right? And then, of course, in 2018, this is just more of like being, filling in the whole spectrum, but you have USDC and other stable coins coming in. So the current state, this is kind of how it looks like. You have Ingrid, who opens up a wallet, and she, maybe buys an ENS, Ingrid.eth. And then she goes and buys an NFT. Let's say she buys Sapiens 88. And then she creates a Twitter account because she wants to become her Sapiens, right? That login password is mostly, it's not real, it's mostly just for fun. But the idea here is that Ingrid owns a wallet that holds an NFT, and then she uses the image of her NFT as her online identity. And we all know that NFTs are quickly becoming the new identity. We know about Punk 6529. We know G Money, Basie 5511. There are so many people who are becoming their NFTs and using it as a form of identity. But as we've just illustrated, an identity needs to be able to make transactions on the blockchain, and an identity needs to store crypto, and an identity needs to record digital ownership. An NFT right now doesn't have any of those properties. And so what's the issue? What's the issue with MetaMask, ETH wallets, and NFTs? Well, a wallet creates transactions on the blockchain. I'm sure you've seen it in your wallet or on Etherscan. You can see it on the left side, all those transactions. The history of the NFT is mixed and muddled with all the actions taken by a wallet. So Ingrid owns this wallet, and she, does some Uniswap trades and, connects to all these different applications. It's through that wallet, right? And then the identity is conflicting and unequal. For example, Ingrid has this wallet. She has the ENS Ingrid.eth, but she also bought the, the Sapiens ENS, and it's kind of mixed into the same thing. And you could see on the right side that the NFT has no identity. It has no history. The only history is when it's transferred from wallet to wallet, and the NFT has no control in signing transactions. So we spent the last few months really thinking about this concept of your NFT becomes your identity. And what does that do? Well, that allows, that's going to give power to the NFT to be on the blockchain, to hold crypto, and to hold and have digital ownership. And what this will eventually look like will be something like this, where you could connect to OpenSea or any other application using your NFT instead of the wallet. And I'm going to go into that a little bit further. So the concept here, and this is something that we're introducing now to you all on the call, has never been created before. We've talked to some of the biggest protocol developers in this space. We spent the last months initiating an audit, and so this does not exist currently. So the idea is that every Sapiens is going to have its own vault and ENS name. And we're calling these vaults token-bound vaults. Essentially, each NFT are going to have their own wallet and their own ENS identity. And the really fun part that we think that everyone will really enjoy is that you can also customize the ENS. So you could kind of see here that every Sapiens will be assigned an ENS 1337.sapiens.eth or 666. This is representing the token ID. But if you want to name it to something, we have Dan Wang, Noctilux, Von Lux here representing the community. So you could also have your own address that's linking to the Sapiens. And so let's kind of take a look at what this is going to do. So every Sapien can now actually hold ETH, USDC, any other cryptocurrency. A Sapien can own digital outfits and item NFTs. A Sapien can log into dApps as like any other wallet. And the really amazing thing is every Sapien will be able to talk directly to each other using a decentralized messaging protocol called XMTP. If you've been following along with the project that we did at ETH San Francisco with BB3, you will probably know that we had a really amazing test and have proven out that NFTs can talk to each other. Not only that, what we really want you to know is that your NFT now can perform all these functions: listing, swapping, transferring, borrow, chat, post, etc. The list goes on. And any of these applications from the NFT itself, separated from the wallet. So just so we break it down for you. So imagine, Ingrid, before Sapiens were here, she would be selling NFTs on OpenSea, right? But in this example, Ingrid's going to sell Sapiens number 88 to Patricia. And when she sells a Sapiens, you can see it comes along with the NFT, it comes along with a wallet address, it comes along with an ENS subdomain, and all the tokens, NFTs, ETH, etc. that's inside of the Sapien, it will come along in a single package. And I'm really, really excited to tell you all that, if it hasn't been clear already, that Sapiens will be the first NFT project in the entire ecosystem of NFTs to use token-bound vaults, or for short, TBVs. And it will soon become an EIP, ERC. It's a lot of terms there, but essentially an entirely new NFT standard within the Ethereum ecosystem. We are already beginning third-party audits on the protocol and on the contracts, and this is the reason why we've taken this much time in order to reveal the details. So just as a recap, every Sapiens will have a wallet address, every Sapiens will have an ENS subdomain, and we've put asterisks on the remaining three. We are exploring the idea of creating email addresses that are tied to the Sapiens, and a website domain that is tied to the Sapiens, and even a 2D version that is rigged up so you could join a Google Meet as your Sapiens. So those three have asterisks because we are working and testing that right now, so we will have to reveal more information as we get closer to it. And I want everyone to know that even though Sapiens is going to be the first project that will be using TBVs or token-bound vaults, this is an open protocol that will be applied to all the NFTs in the entire Ethereum ecosystem. So you can imagine that the future of this is that the Azukis, the Coolcats, the Doodles, the CryptoPunks, the Bored Apes, they're all going to have their own wallet and their own token-bound vaults. And this is really going to change the entire ecosystem of NFTs. So I'm going to walk you through how you're going to mint or claim a Sapiens. So you're going to claim a Sapiens by transferring a STAPLEVERSE or Rhymes Like Dimes NFT into the Sapiens vault. So what you're seeing here is a legendary pigeon that's in jeffstaplepigeon.eth wallet, MetaMask wallet. And what you have to do is you're going to be able to transfer that inside of the Sapiens. So 1337.sapiens.eth. And what will happen is that once you transfer it, the Sapiens will then be dropped into your wallet and your MetaMask wallet. So this diagram, even though it looks a bit complex, what you're seeing here is the MetaMask wallet, jeffstaplepigeon.eth, will own the Sapiens that you see here, and the Sapiens will now have its own vault, which will own the legendary pigeon that you see here. And the reason why we went down this path is that all future outfits and items that you will buy, that you trade, that you sell, they will all enter inside of the Sapiens vault. And this is kind of how it will look. I know this is a diagram, but this is how it's gonna, the cloth, like that sunglasses that you see, that is in the Sapiens vault, you won't see it on your MetaMask because it's inside of the Sapiens. And if you decide to have more than one Sapiens, you can definitely put other things in the Sapiens. You could put ETH in there, you could put USDC, you could put a fried chicken bone feed clan in there. So anything you would normally put in a wallet, it's going to go inside of the Sapiens vault or the TBV. Cool. So that wraps up my part on the product side. Again, want to give a shout out to the entire team, Jaden, Jersey, Raymond, Alana, AC, who have really put our brains together in building this idea of a token-bound vault. We have a lot more information to share in the coming year. So I'm going to pass it back to Jeff now to talk about Sapiens Claim.
Thank you so much for that, Benny. I mean, I hope y'all can appreciate the amount of work, effort, and breakthrough that we've been putting into this project now. And it comes full circle, right? I started with the physical read space location, which was a place where people could collaborate, meet in real life. And then we've been bringing that into the metaverse now. And now with what we're doing with NFTs, you know, I think the original brief that this came with was the idea of when I was young, I would have a backpack on, right? In my backpack, I would have the t-shirts that I bought, the headphones that I copped. I'd maybe have my wallet in there with some money, you know, and all my belongings would be on me on this backpack. And now we've given the ability for that to happen in the digital space. Your NFT also essentially has a backpack, and it has its own identity, its own belongings. And as Benny pointed out now, if you decide that you want to trade or sell that backpack, the backpack and its belongings all go along with it, which is just a breakthrough, unprecedented. So again, one of the big questions here is, how do I get in on this? How do I get a Sapiens? And I'm happy to announce here that every Stapleverse and Rhymes Like Dimes, got to give a nod to the artist who helped us create the vision for Sapiens. So every Stapleverse and Rhymes Like Dimes NFT will be able to claim a free Sapiens. So very, very excited about that. And that includes, just as a quick recap, we're talking about Feed Clan, the Hood Pigeon Squad, the Poop Gang, of course, our Big Apple Guild, and Rhymes Like Dimes NFTs. Everyone will be able to claim a free Sapiens, and it'll be one-to-one as well. And upon mint, what's going to happen is we're going to introduce this idea of collaborations right out of the gate. So we have worked with Rhymes Like Dimes as well as Staple on the clothing side to release an exclusive outfit drop for every Sapiens claim right out of the gate. So that'll be the first collaborative item that drops shortly after post mint. And the other thing that I know many people have been asking about is the crates. And so the Stapleverse crates and the special Stapleverse crates that we've dropped will be openable soon after the Sapiens mint is completed. And so I talked about the Rhymes Like Dimes partnership in terms of creating Sapiens and also doing the initial drop. But I want to talk a little bit bigger about partnerships now. And if you can imagine the 25 years of history that I've had and the amount of Rolodex connections that I have, the partnerships opportunity is what gets really, really exciting here. Because what I want in the Sapiens universe is not only clothing and sneakers. I know I'm really known for that. You know, obviously there's fashion, and I've dabbled in other design works like, if you go to the next slide, Benny, toy, whether it's figures, toys, collectibles, but I'm also really passionate about food, the culinary arts, hospitality, hotels, resorts, fine art, music. I want to bring all of these things that have inspired me throughout the last 25 years into the Sapiens universe. And again, allow the ability for your Sapiens to be able to get a digital item, clothing, accessory experience that translates into a physical manifestation of that. And then going back to the concept of the Stapleverse workshop, learning from those collaborators, their lessons, their trials, their tribulations. If you guys have listened to my podcast, The Business of Hype, almost applying those nuggets of information and knowledge directly into the Sapiens who hold that digital item or that physical item. And then for those who are really dedicated and really committed in our Stapleverse workshop, y'all will be then graduated into the aforementioned Seed Division, which allows for co-creation and collaboration for you guys to be able to create right alongside with us. And again, as I like to say, really dictate the roadmap for the future of the culture that I've brought into shape. And as you know, my Rolodex and my experience goes wide and deep. I talk to many people about this. If you go to the next slide, Benny, you'll see just a smattering of people, friends, industry peers, homies, collaborators, past collaborators, current collaborators, future collaborators. I want to bring everyone into the Stapleverse Sapiens so that you guys can gain access into my brain. I'm ready to hand over the keys to the kingdom and let you guys drive, because I'm just really excited about what this co-creation looks like in the future. And I firmly believe that Web3 is going to pave the way for the future of street culture, art, design, creativity, independent thinking. So I'm really, really excited about this. And now with all that said, let's talk timelines a little bit as we wrap this up. As you can see, we've been building out some amazing stuff here. And, we want to ensure that what we're building out is of high quality. We're not about pumping stuff out. We are creating some really breakthrough things, not only on a development and product standpoint, but even in terms of changing the game in terms of education and mentorship and learning, as well as just fly dope PFP NFT art, So if you think about it as a funnel, what we're doing here is, if you happen to not really care about all of this complicated, deep stuff that Benny just mentioned, or if you don't even really care about educational or learning, at the surface level, we're giving you guys incredible art, awesome collectibles, the ability to dress them, and then the ability to cop physical items in connection with that. That's level A, super dope. Level B, the ability to learn, mentor with, and just gain expert advice from the industry experts. Next level down, with C division, the ability to collaborate with me and my friends to create the future of the culture. And then the underlying incredible tech behind all of that is that your NFT, your character, your Sapiens is actually going to be another identity that has its own soul almost. It's got its own identity, its own belongings. It gets to carry its own backpack alongside that you control. And it's just going to be amazing, a breakthrough in terms of the way people think about NFTs, I think, going into the future. So as we've been building all of that, the plan right now is that Sapiens will be arriving in the spring of 2023 as we fine tune all of this amazing tech and connections and partnerships that we're fortifying. And at the same time, we're very cognizant of the current market situation, the current recent headlines and current events of the storms that have been brewing. So we're also sort of navigating around that while also perfecting what we're building. So look out for Sapiens in spring 2023. It also gives you a chance to sort of organize your existing Stapleverse inventory of feed, poop, and pigeons. It also allows you to explore what Rhymes Like Dimes is doing and to sort of get yourselves ready for what we're going to launch with Sapiens. So really excited to be unveiling all of this to you. I can't wait to see what you guys think of it. Drop comments in the Discord. We want to hear all of your questions, your comments, your advice to us. We're learning from you. A lot of this actually came from your comments on what you guys wanted to see out of me and the community in Stapleverse. So a lot of this is actually servicing some of the stuff that you guys wanted. Access to experts, learning, education, physical products, exclusive drops, redefining of identity. All of these things are baked in the Stapleverse. So the more you guys talk to us, the more we're going to listen and readjust as we need and improve on our product. So we love hearing from you guys. And I can't wait to hear what you guys think about what we've presented today. So thank you so much for your time. This was awesome. Good looking out again to the Stapleverse team. Kudos to everyone. This has been amazing to work with you on. So that's pretty much it. If we don't see each other, have a great holiday season. Have a great new year. And we'll see you on the other side of 2023.
Jeff,
peace, everyone.
We have some time for Q&A.
Cool.
Do you want to stay? Do you have time to stay on?
Yeah, I have a couple minutes. Yep.
Okay. So let me just look up the questions here.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a question of any chance those holding the Coinbase NFT drop gets included in this?
The Coinbase NFT drop. So that is so the Rizzoli one, right? So right now I believe we are relegating the Sapiens free mint to feed, poop, pigeon, bag holders and Rhymes Like Dimes holders.
Got it. There's a question here I think I can answer. So it says, can you talk more about the Sapiens Vault? Is this going to be hosted on STAPLEVERSE site? So the answer to this is the vaults are fully on the blockchain. It is a wallet that is fully owned by the NFT. So it's like a MetaMask when you create a wallet and you have the seed words, all of that, and how that wallet is not owned by anybody except the person who knows the seed words. This is going to be the same. The Sapiens will have its own wallet that can only be controlled by the Sapiens. So each one, all the way up to all the token numbers, will be assigned a wallet. And that wallet will be fully owned by the NFT. So if you sell the Sapiens, everything that's in that wallet will be coming with it as a package in one transaction. And so there's going to be a lot of questions around how do I see the Sapiens Vault? How do I interact with it? How do I connect it to a website like OpenSea? We will be releasing more documentation and very, very soon in the new year after the audits. So just stay tuned for that. But just know that it's fully decentralized. It's a protocol. It's not a wallet that we're creating and controlling centrally. So,
yep, that was key. That was key for me as well. I wanted it to be totally open and out there, not a proprietary thing that you have to come to us only and witness or experience this. And I just want to clarify too that when Benny says the Sapiens is in control of that wallet, you are in control of that Sapien. So if in case you're sort of newer to this, don't think that we're creating this thing that has a mind of its own or something like that. You are in full control of the Sapiens, but the Sapiens is controlling this, and it's up to you if you want to give up that control and sell it or trade it to somebody.
Next question here is, after the claim, can we send the feed poop pigeon back to a main wallet, or do they need to remain in each of the Sapiens vault or backpack? So I can answer that. Again, the Vault of the Sapiens is a separate wallet that is fully owned by the NFT. So yes, you can transfer it back, but you will have to pay gas to do so. It's pretty much like sending an NFT from a MetaMask to your Coinbase wallet. Like, you have to make a transaction. So yes, you can. Next question here. Will Sapiens be airdropped, or will we have to claim it? Jeff, you want to take that, or you want me to answer it?
You could answer that one.
Yeah, so as stated in the presentation, you will need to transfer a STAPLEVERSE for Rhymes Like Dimes NFT into the wallet of the Sapiens. That will be all done in one single transaction, and it will also mint and airdrop the Sapiens in your wallet. So it's a transfer the NFT into the Sapiens, Sapiens minted, Sapiens airdropped, all in one single transaction. Will the rarity of the feed poop, etc., affect the rarity of the Sapiens? You want me to answer that, Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay. So the rarity will affect the Rhymes Like Dimes outfit that you will receive, but the Sapiens, when we talk about the Sapiens, it's about the human features, right? The eyes, the nose, the hair. Those will not be affected, but the first outfit you receive for free will be affected by the rarity. The next question is collection size. So we have not finalized that. We will share those details in the new year. AC, any other questions from the crowd?
People are asking, what does Dan Wang think of all this? We need to know what Dan Wang thinks. So stay tuned for the Dan Wang update. But
we need the Dan Wang post recap show.
Yeah. Did you answer the rarity question?
Yeah,
rarity?
just did.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I think we are. Any other remaining things, AC, Jeff, that you want to impart on the community?
AC, you have any parting words?
I just want to say that was like a 80+ slide presentation. That was amazing. It definitely didn't feel like 80+ slides.
We don't mess around here. And again, I hope you guys can appreciate what we're doing here. It's deep, it's big, but it's also fun, and it's also enriching, which when you check off all of those boxes, you have a really, really special thing. So I hope everyone appreciates the work that we put in, but we also appreciate the commitment and the effort to the project that you guys put in, because again, as I said before, we're listening to you and we're building this for you guys. So thank you guys.
Awesome. Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
Have a good one,
everyone.
everyone.
Have a good rest of your holiday season.
Thanks, everyone.